seconds left. It's going to come down.
Favor making a third as he puts up. Making he finds the drop three. Stunning here from.
Welcome to our fourth and final game of the night. It's been a long road. We started at about 7, I think.
3 my time.
Yeah.
4.
About 7.
Oh
yeah, you're lucky. It's only like 9, 10 for you. It's past midnight now here on the East Coast, and I know a lot of the players are getting tired too. So this is our last game of the day, and we are going not with the undefeated teams, but these teams have a 2-1 record. We'll be doing Wichita Wolves versus the new InControl Nation. Wichita Wolves, if you don't know them, or the Academy team, rather, were the team previously known as Revenge Nation, who nearly had quite the run through the calls before they were stopped by, I believe, Two-Faced, and are really just minus Kenny, plus JJ, a name who has been a staple in T3 for quite a long time now.
Just a little bit. Some new staples. Some fresh staples. Some staples that haven't actually been put in the stapler and used yet. Trev Mack. You may recall if you actually watched
that
his...
guy is so freaking good.
If you watched the qual stream, you saw Trev Mack and his goons, Skunky, Big Guy, and Chosen, all of them from Revenge Nation. Not only are they so freaking good, as you say, bro, they are very calm. Yo, did you kill that guy? Nice. Nice, bro. I think that's going to change with JJ.
They could 1v5 and then just be like, all right.
I think JJ brings a little more energy to that team, maybe not. I don't know.
Probably.
We'd have to have a listen in. You see what happened. If you were here earlier, you saw what happened. We had a listen in. Somebody let the R word slip. Oregon is going to be our map.
Yeah.
Right, frankly.
I do think on Wichita Wolves, I'm not quite sure about the others, but well, everyone already knows my opinion of JJ. But I definitely think Trev Mack is a Challenger League level.
Oh, really?
I do. He's incredible.
Those are fighting words. You know what I think? We didn't even talk about the InControl guys. You want to hear something?
What?
I think Badger's pretty good, actually. I have had some run-ins with Badger.
Yeah, I've seen Badger. Badger's good.
Badger's pretty quality.
What was it? Badger, Dunny, Serve, MX Reaper,
Tack.
I
don't think
wow.
I've seen it. Oh, there's MX Reaper. MX Reaper's pretty solid too, actually.
I haven't casted Tack in forever.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what
Are we
league
talking
was
Tack
it?
like ESA, like Honor Tack? Like Wrist Tack?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Old Honor, yeah.
Wow. I remember when Tack was constantly flicking up at the sky because his wrist would lock.
Really? Like he's flicking up at the sky?
Yeah, like he would always go like that, or something to that effect. Because I remember I asked him why he always does that, because he would do that once in a while, like when he was idling. I'd be like, oh, why do you always flick up at the sky? He goes, oh, because my wrist like locks up. He had to like unlock his wrist, I guess. But yeah, I've missed Tack. Tack was always one of my favorite players back in T3, so I always liked him.
Honestly, I can't believe he's still playing. It's been a minute.
Wow.
It's been a minute since I don't know if he's been grinding this whole time. He just is one of the great things about SCS, baby. People, they don't have a home. They're just kind of lurching, existing. Literally, that's what it feels like. Some of these guys are just kind of playing the game, existing. You have something to play now. You have a league to play, and you have a qualifier to win. And honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Flip the coin. I don't know who's gonna win this one. To be honest.
I had to give the edge to Wichita though, just because of
Because
their...
you like GG? I like GG Blast, I'm Crow.
Oh, I do like JJ. Plus, I mean, just their incredible run through CL quals. I don't think anyone on InControl really has that kind of experience.
Very true.
And Thatcher, 4 for 4 is going to be our first ban.
Every time you say that, I'm thinking Wendy's. And I'm hungry.
Wait, what?
4 for 4s?
Oh, they're 4 for 4. Yeah, okay.
What, do you live under a rock? You don't eat Wendy's?
I hit the wire on my mic, bro. I'm all over the place today. Flores is going to be the second ban. On Oregon, makes total sense. Makes the shield play a little bit more impactful. Now you've got to claw your way through the ADSs and the Lamidus and the Aruni Gates and the shields and what have you. Wichita Wolves are going to ban out the Mira, though. Now, is it going to be Valkyrie or is it going to be Wamai? Those are pretty much the last two possibilities.
Neither.
Yeah, what do you think it is?
Cade.
Oh, it's Cade. So Amaya's left up. And so is Valkyrie.
I'm not gonna say I cheated there, but
No,
I did.
I know you cheated.
So
I know you did. It's okay. You didn't have to tell everyone else, though.
I don't like lying to the
I
people.
already knew.
How many times I gotta tell you? I don't lie on this mic.
I do.
I don't lie. I spit exactly how I feel in the moment.
I lie all the time.
I never lie. I would never lie to you.
See, that's why we're like, you're positive, I'm negative.
Let's go with that. I'm honest Abe.
And I'm
Dirty Harry.
I was gonna come up with like one that started with L, because like lion something.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
Again,
know you wouldn't.
Why? Okay, did you catch that? We had a Valkyrie, which we just made a song and dance about how Valkyrie usually goes banned. They then forced an IQ from JJ Blast on Oregon, an IQ on Oregon. Like, repeat that to yourself 5 times fast. IQ on Oregon.
on Oregon,
there's-
IQ on Oregon, IQ on Oregon, IQ on
there's-
Oregon, IQ on Oregon.
A lot of utility to clear, and they just baited them into an IQ, which, quite frankly, IQ is like,
Kind
you can
of
do
sucks
that.
on this map.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Flip your scanner out and say, guys, there's 700 ADSs here, and a disc. Yeah, and 9 drones apparently. There's 7 million drones here, guys. I
Hey,
can't do anything about
hey guys,
it,
the bomb's in basement.
but the bomb is. I've detected the bomb. IQ says every time
Yeah?
she looks at the bomb. Literally, yeah. Like, IQ doesn't bring a lot.
No, doesn't even have
Brings a G8.
doesn't even have burn.
Literally just looks important. That is the
JJ on the
definition.
G8, the JJ8.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first thing I could come up with. It's quite the roam as well from Inc. They are very extended all the way up to the top floor. Plenty of rotates and utility established over towards kitchen and meeting as well. So they really want to make their stake on these top 2 floors. They are not interested in leaving, at least not anytime soon, at least not without a fight. MX Reaper is going to miss a couple shots on one of those drones as the attackers start to push in from the west side of the building. There's a 3-man clear from Dining. I believe it's Big Guy, Skunky, and Chosen with Trevmac up on the top floor. There is nobody left here. The hatch is open. Perhaps make way for Trevmac to eventually drop at some point or go down white, establish some pressure on MX Reaper and Tack, make them a little less safe in their positions.
That
What?
objective is being accomplished, but Big Guy, living up to the name, just going to try to run in and do Big Guy things, but he's impacted in Pokeball. And Skunky's going to try to trade that, but not going to happen. So, losing your flank watch immediately, and considering this is a roam which still has not been cleared, that's probably the least of their worries. MX Reaper's looking above him, not below him. He's shooting and flicking, somehow wins that fight on Chosen. But it's, again, Skunky apparently is joining on the spot with the trades. Serve and Badger both downed as defenders. The G8,
Wait.
the JJ8. I don't know.
Why was smoke on the laundry stairs coming up?
Trying to help the roam.
At this point, though, I mean, the Rome's already got a guy and wasted a minute 45. The Rome don't need help. Just fall back. JJ finishes off the downed Badger as well, and what was initially a 2-man advantage has completely fallen apart. And look at this. Wichita Wolves, not only is it 3v2, they've got a whole minute to play with. That is mountains of time. If Mountain were physical and not an abstract concept, incorporeal. But JJ is confirming that the bomb, yes, is indeed downstairs. And there is some utility there. Skunky, I'm not quite sure how much hard breach he's... Oh, he still has full hard breach, so if he wants to open any hatches, he can. Feel completely free to. With only 30 seconds left, Wichita Wolves have kind of bled away the time, and it looks like they're just going to push fully horizontally, not a care in the world for those hatches, and JJ is going to get clapped by Dunny. Now it's even, and the Jaeger Tack gets both! What? InControl take round number 1, because Wichita Wolves decided, hey, instead of opening the hatches and actually pushing, we're going to play for man count, but end up losing all their fights.
It's funny you say open the hatch. Pretty sure most of them were open because it was a roam.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They were all already open. And they decided to go for laundry in a 3v2.
Hey, man, whatever you said about Tack and his wrist impediment, I didn't see any signs of it there.
No. That was funny. He never did it while fighting people.
You would think like that would be a problem. But it isn't. Not for Tack. Tack absolutely baptizing the Wolves. And honestly, it was a fair attempt. I mean, how often do you see a West Rome on Oregon in this day and age? That's something you see in 2017. That's something you see in a very different version of Oregon. Not this one. And once again, innovation from InControl. Who is the coach for InControl? Because we're seeing an extension with a shield. I'm not going to lie to you. That shield is sometimes difficult, depending on the angle. Rappelling off that balcony there on the south side of the master, you know, it's a little bit of an unfun fight. But of course, that opens that person who's rappelling up to a run out, potentially. So there's some depth to the strategy. I like it. I like when teams do something different. Not just the same.
You could, however, just go below and impact the shield.
Yeah, that's implying you can get in below and MX Reaper on the Alibi just running around.
That's true. He and Badger.
And floor holes.
Also, JJ's on Zoe?
JJ just
He
playing
put
what he
himself on
wants.
Zoe. Wait, is he not IGLing? Or is he IGLing from entry? They're also bringing the triple Ashe Zoiana. Interestingly enough.
Well, it's only
Trevmac
two.
on the Ashe. That's interesting. I'll have to ask JJ if he's IGLing or not.
When we talk about that setup towards the Master and Armory side of things, you see actually he was about to blow his teammate's head off. You see the attacks actually coming from the west side over, and the total opposite of where most of this defense is set up. I say that, and Trevmac's just waltzing into lobby with
Where are the drones?
no drone. Trevmac. He's gonna pay the price for it. Now, west over clear, east over defense. How is this going to transition into a attack for Wichita Wolves? You see, I believe that's JJ actually repelling into the master balcony now. But I can't help but feel it's going to be a hell of a lot harder without the Ashe, without Trev. Look at, I think, the X at R4C. How are they going to win this round? Just a lot of defensive control still established. Rome in this site setup, and really the Rome setup, hasn't actually been dealt with by the Wolves. Who is flanking this at a minute 20? MX Reaper. But Badger's going to kill Mr. Blast almost immediately after, putting us in a 4 versus 3.
Looks like JJ may have been going below, because that's where Badger was. I'm not quite sure. We're 3 versus 4 now. Wichita Wolves in the disadvantage. Chosen looking up towards the sky, nearly spotting the player through the floor holes. Instead, I believe, nading off the shield to the best of his ability, and he will be successful. Now, the player's aware that Chosen will be coming up from below, but Skunky is there to stop Badger. There's the equalizer we were looking for, and the wall is open for them because of that shield placement from earlier. So, don't really need the hard breaching from Skunky at this point, as somebody hits an air jab. I'm not quite sure who that was, but there will be no capitalization, so it doesn't really matter now, does it? 30 seconds left for Wichita Wolves to make the push happen. Tack fighting against Big Guy. They will trade blows, but Tack comes ahead in that engagement. But Dunny does fall. That puts a one-man advantage in the favor of Wichita Wolves as Chosen starts to move through. Skunky is in, going for this plant. There's no more gas canisters for serve, no more indirect denial at all, and that means the plant goes down. Now a post plant for Tack and Serve to work their way out of. As Tack hits the air jab, that is the perfect opportunity for Big Guy to pounce, and it's Serve alone now in a 1 versus 3. A lit up Big Guy and now a down Skunky means it's effectively a 1v1 against Chosen with Big Guy very low and very off-site. He's all the way downstairs. There's the finisher on to Skunky, but you can see Chosen is playing very passively and ends up getting the final pick. Wichita Wolves equalize.
Wasn't caught on the camera, but you saw the mute actually dying in that attic. You see how the head holes were in attic and how he actually got the down to the Habana there at the end from those holes. Losing your mute. Not sure how he died or what he did. But losing that player pretty much gave up that control and allowed for that plant to actually happen. If the mute had lived a little bit longer, could be talking a totally different round, especially again, you talked about how low all those attackers were. I think the only one that was healthy was the one planting. And the one planting would have been in full sight of the player in attic, but of course it didn't play out that way. And I liked the depth from the strategy. I could see there's a lot of cross angles, a lot of this and that. Wichita Wolves kind of pieced it apart bit by bit, and we are going to kitchen and dining.
We are.
We don't have in cafe we have mining and dining and whatever. Here, I don't know. It's just
what's
like
something you do in a kitchen that rhymes with dining? Brining? You don't really brine in a kitchen, though. Actually, yeah, no, I guess you could.
I mean, I hope. Where else you brining in the bathtub?
No, because, like, a lot of people, like, when you brine, you smoke it, too. Smoking you don't really do in a kitchen. Smoking you do outside.
Speaking of bathtubs, shower hold. There's no bathtub in the shower, I don't think. Not anymore. There used to be. Pretty famous one, actually. The old Oregon, there was like a little bathtub flipped over in the shower. Not anymore. In showers, you're going to have... Yeah, right? In showers, you're going to have InControl. Obviously playing a little bit of an extension. All their defenses have had the same theme of extensions, though this one's a lot more default. That's much more expected. Poor drone gets caught through the castle barricade in that jammer, I believe. Wichita Wolves just absolutely droning and zoning out small tower right now. Gonna try to push in and deal with MX Reaper now. Again, you keep in mind, Habana. The new pellet system means that, I'm just gonna tell you right now, InControl does not have enough impacts to stop that shower's wall from being opened. See if we're gonna fly out and blow up a bunch of paper on a desk, but not a player. And MX Reaper. Oh, what is this? Dunny just smacking barricades, pre-firing the floor, nearly finds JJ. But again, like I said, this wall's gonna get opened. It doesn't matter. MX Reaper absolutely slaughtering Skunky off a pixel. But yeah, like this is a hell and a bell right now with this wall bonnet open, and he's gonna fall off.
That was a wonderful shot from MX Reaper to kill the Hib, and that is their only hard breacher. So they had worked, JJ had worked so hard to get the mute jammer off the main wall. Well, doesn't really matter now because they can't open it. So they're going to be pretty hard pressed to get in a plant over towards dining, at least one that's not the default corner plant. Chosen sprints right in to kill MX Reaper, but Dunny refrags, meaning that Wichita Wolves cannot find the equal man count just yet. Diffuser's also got to get recovered in small tower. JJ is still up above, fishing for picks, but no one is exposing themselves. Dunny has since fallen all the way back. And Serve lines up Trevmac, folds the Ash. And it's Big Guy and JJ in a 2 versus 4 with about a minute left. Now JJ barely any HP, trading many a blow with Dunny. Big Guy pushing in all by his lonesome. We'll be able to finish off Dunny, but is it going to be enough, especially with Badger playing very close on this shield, holding the only angle he needs to hold and worry about. Big Guy attempting to push in, but he's got to fight against Serve, holding a pixel, and even Tack through the hatch. There's not a lot of options for this Nomad, but Badger dies to JJ. You're not supposed to lose that fight, Smoke. And Big Guy's just going to play it right out into the open, relying on JJ to cover. But Serve has no idea where it's going down. He looks the wrong way. How is this allowed to happen? What? Big Guy even gets away. And JJ tucked inside of Shower. He goes down, but not before dealing a lot of damage to Serve. Now Big Guy is in the 1v2. He's got the vertical angles, but he whiffs all of his shots on the Jaeger. Now they know exactly where he is. And they're probably going to duo push up the tower because they're going to have to. But Big Guy, he takes out one and the other. Wichita Wolves. The 2v4, I believe, from JJ and Big Guy. I mean, wonderfully played from Big Guy and JJ. But Ink, come on, man.
That stinks.
You had so many opportunities.
That stinks. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to say. The Smoke lost a gunfight to a sledge on 1 HP.
Holding a near 90-degree angle.
I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. What's supposed to happen?
The plant went down in the middle of the room.
He plants in the middle of the room and Serve. I don't know if they were screaming in his ear. Planting. He just didn't know where to look. And he's panicked. Never attempted to look to his right ever. I don't know. Again, I would kill to have a listen in. But we can't have nice things.
Tack and Serve at the end there. Just kind of waddled up the stairs one by one.
I mean, honestly, that's kind of hard.
I mean, you can at least wait and try and play a trade.
Or just like look up through the floor hole or something. I don't know.
You do that too. There's really only one angle that Nomad could shoot the counter diffuser from.
5 seconds to go.
But I mean, yeah, that's tough. But I think Inc could have still played it better.
Top to
yeah.
bottom, from beginning of the round to the end, not just the ending. You know, that was just
Yeah.
very unfortunate because it was a good setup, good shots. From MX
Oh yeah, the
Reaper.
shower hold was tremendous.
And then it just
From MX
crumpled it
Reaper
up
and
and crumpled it up, put it on their backside and flushed it. Round is wasted. And now Wichita Wolves, I mean, probably feeling on top of themselves, beating their chest.
I heard that.
Did you hear that? Beating their chest because they sold that round away. And we talked about momentum time and time again, and that is a very momentum shattering play. That is for sure, if InControl had any at all. So we see another roamy. I don't know. What would we describe this? Another roam, I would say. Much more, I guess, dedicated towards the meeting side of things from last time. As the clear is coming from this direction now. Overall from Wichita Wolves, not actually clearing west over, clearing tower over. I don't think there's a soul over on the west side. I mean, clearly because MX Reaper is standing in full view of the west side of the map, but yeah, they're just gonna go tower and bunker here and try to circumvent the roam. I'm wondering if that stage hatch is actually open, because we talked about how the one round that InControl got, it was because Wichita Wolves rotated for the front push and they didn't take advantage of the hatches that were pre-open for the roam. I wonder if they're actually pre-opened. Let's see. We can get a shot of that at some point. JJ's holding an oblique. Yeah, that hatch is open. JJ's actually holding the rotate. Doesn't catch Dunny. Nearly caught him. But he's going to get away. And there's still roamers above. I think just one roamer, actually, MX Reaper. And he's going to tag up big guy. He's 5-1, by the way. But not kill him. How is this going to end? I mean, if they haven't actually secured meeting or front of the map, rather. Just kidding. Trev Mack is currently in Z trying to catch the rotation. But
the guy got away.
Gonna get away.
The target has slipped between Trev Mack's fingers. But there's no more roamers. That's good news. The bad news is that there's less than a minute left for the attackers to play with. More nades come through, and they will deal only chip damage. But TAC does not expect the sledge to open the soft wall. Chosen will find 2 opening frags, and now it's a 3v5, just like that, despite time advantage the defense had. Smokes go out. It's not going to be enough to stop Skunky, though. He's already too far in the plant, and it's not even touching him. The smoke completely goes wide, and MX Reaper, sure, he gets 1, but he's immediately refragged. Chosen's on for 4. Chosen, a 4K with JJ stealing the ace, and it's 3 attacks in a row for WW.
Yeah, I don't know. Not sure how I feel. InControl is bringing out a lot of really innovative setups. You know, I love the daringness, the brawn,
The bravado
to roam and do this and that. But Wichita Wolves is just kind of taking what they're giving them and doing that very well. I mean, what sledges the wall? Smoke was absolutely not even in the same zip code as the person planting.
The Jaeger sprinted into the wall after it opened.
I mean, there are some issues here.
That was a nice 1-2 fight, because I thought it was JJ that got the kill, but JJ opened the wall because Chosen was already holding behind the pillar. It's the little things.
So little things that turn into a big deficit.
Did he just put that bulletproof like on the cabinet? Or did he put it on the wall next to the door? Because it looked like he was facing the cabinet. It's on the cabinet. Why?
Why not, brother?
You just shoot that from main stairs.
You don't know that.
Yeah?
10 seconds to insert.
I mean, what do you know? Asked her.
Oh, my bad.
They're totally not going to see that bulletproof. Wait.
Actually, I don't know. Can you shoot? Yeah, you can shoot that. You can see the side of it.
I would hope these guys dry ran that one and attempted to shoot it in multiple ways before just deciding to place it in a match. Here we are, Badger. Okay, I was just kidding. I thought he was about to like
slam someone.
I thought. I really hyped up Badger too, and he's 1-4. I'm a curse. I'm a walking curse. Next time I'm just gonna say he's terrible, and then he'll go crazy.
Us too. We were hyping up Trevmac. He's 0-4.
I mean, but he's like creating space. And wow, they're efficient with this clear. Already gonna get the shield. Yep. Trevmac. I mean, he's 0-4, but you see him. You just saw the Ash charge go out.
Utility.
The utility kills.
He's the utility Ash. You remember like when Ash had 3 breaching rounds? The utility
Yeah,
Ash.
when the game was
Wow.
fun.
Was that supposed to be
Just
a rotate? That's unfortunate if it was.
Yeah. This time, I mean, honestly, Wolves clearing out this little setup a lot more aggressively. Last time it was like a west over clear, and here we got much more emphasis on master bedroom and the shield taken care of a lot earlier in the round 2. Wolves definitely looking a lot more comfortable with the funky gameplay that InControl is perpetuating. And that is not a good sign. Again, this attic player is huge here in this defense. Clearly is designed to deny the plant, deny the breach, the run in, whatnot. But with the attic wall actually getting open from the tower side, Badger might just go 1-5.
Perhaps. Unless he hits some incredible logic-defying shots. Chosen will see his head, but for a moment, as JJ is now bringing the case back to trophy. I guess they opened attic and decided, hey, that's good enough. Skunky will tag up tack and waste the C4. Sunny unable to land the explosive and the follow-up shots. As Badger is now starting to feel the pressure, but here's MX Reaper shooting the air jab and collecting Chosen. Down goes the Iana. Now the alibi is going to be a thorn in the backside of the attack. Sunny gets taken out by Big Guy, and there's JJ with another kill. 4 versus 3 despite the flank, and they know MX Reaper is off site now, though he is very close. Tack is also lit up. So is your primary case carrier, but there's Skunky swinging in, landing the shots. Serve is in a top spot right now, but JJ drops case. Just walking into trophy despite that earlier flank. Big Guy is able to make it through big window. Serve has 2 gas canisters left, but he's not really in any position to use them as Skunky finishes off the flanker, and Trevmac gets his first kill of the game. Now a 4-1 lead for the Wolves.
Less than ideal. In any content, regardless of how this attack finishes, or rather this defense half finishes, drop 4 of them. Not where you want to be. And especially when you can tell there's a lot of effort being put into these defenses, and it's just not paying off. And I almost want to say it's a missed opportunity for MX Reaper. He could have had more than one. Missed a couple shots. Was it stationary Iana? Other guy ran around the corner. Poor timing. It's just like, can I catch a break? Not really. Not really been the case for InControl. Everything that has gone that could go wrong has. With the exception of that one round they were able to steal. And I fear if this one goes to 5-1, you can stick a fork in them.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused.
Because that's just, that's a nightmare.
Also, I got confirmation from Deranged, the director of esports at Wichita Wolves.
And the Wichita Wolves Twitch account, which tagged me. It was like, at CookiesR6. Even though I didn't ask the question, it was you.
Yeah, JJ is the IGL.
You alright, bro, on Twitch.
He DM'd me on Deranged, DM'd me on Twitter. So, usually that JJ is, well, he was IGLing from an aggressive position. Now he's on Maverick. But, yeah, like you said, no matter how this half goes, it's not great for Inc. It will go from bad to worse to much, much worse. The Wichita Wolves are able to pull out yet another dining attack. Now, it was a clutch. A pretty difficult clutch at that. For Wichita Wolves to take the previous attempt of this site. But again, you know, they've dealt with this before. They know what they're walking into now. And it looks like they're completely switching it up, actually.
Most definitely. Trevmac is... this guy just walks around the map. And this time he's going to walk in it. I mean, he was in it 2 minutes and 48 seconds in Z-Hall. Definitely a switch up from the Wolves. Definitely recognizing that they were blessed, to say the least. Take a 4v2. Gonna look for a more decisive option this round. And after pushing it to lobby, they're not gonna push into this vaunted barricade. Someone just open it. There you go. Tack's gonna be the first one up to deal with this. Looks like the entire freaking team from the Wolves is there. So That's something. At least 4 of them, actually. 3 of them. Chosen's going to push in. Trev Mac below, and with 4 holes from below. Tack's going to have some assistance, but he's pretty much the lone warrior up here.
Oh, I think the C4 from Dunny just got stuck.
Question mark.
Yeah, he got stuck. That's unfortunate for Dunny. And all these top floor roamers, well, I say all of them. I don't know. I don't actually know how many were up there to begin with, but they've all been pushed back. Rather quickly to 1.5 minutes. It's not bad. Skunky's going to go ahead and open up the main wall, make way for the default metal box plant spot, as Badger not only pressured from above, but also laterally gets killed by Chosen. Chosen has been a phenomenal entry so far, by the way. Can we mention that? Chosen is 8-3 right now on the Iana. He has been incredible, but Trev Mac whiffs all of his shots from above. Tack only eats 1 to the back. That's unfortunate for Trev. He allows the Jaeger to slip away, but he does not let Dunny. Down goes that mute. Serve has also hit the floor. It's MX Reaper attack in a 2 versus 5. The impact finishes off Chosen. That's wild. Both the down players sitting right on top of each other. One will get picked up. Serve is now back in action. And MX Reaper is going to leave the duty of reviving Tack to his teammate. Try and push up the stairs. He'll get 1 onto Trev Mac. Even the man couple. Look at how low all these players are of the defense. There's 1. There's 2 for Skunky. Looking for the 30s. He wraps around. He spots the castle. And it's a 3K for the Hib. Wichita Wolves. They take a 5-1/2.
Oh, he's getting mobile. You see that? When he pulled out when Havana pulls out the bearing, like, and moves like that, sheesh, it's over. Forget it.
He's feeling himself.
You know that Havana's feeling himself.
He didn't even second guess. He took out the bearing. He was like, yeah.
I'm doing it.
I got
Pulls out the bearing, cocks it. Let's go. Let's get it. Look
Confidence with the bearing 9 is scary.
Yeah, that is like, I'm not feeling too confident. Speaking of confidence in InControl right now, they have to pull out a lot of rounds. 5 rounds just to have a chance going overtime. And maybe winning the game. It's not looking too good. Now, I will say there's been a lot of clutches. There were a lot of clutches and whatnot that this or that type rounds, you know, where they did not go in their favor. And when I say everything went wrong for them, it did. There was no luck. Where is my luck in this game? They didn't have any luck. So,
big guy is 6-1.
Need some luck.
Yeah, right? He was the opening death in round number 1 and hasn't died since. If I'm not mistaken.
Who,
Big guy.
Big guy? Big guy? When he, like, when they're trying to clear that room, and then, which, by the way, was the only round InControl won, that initial room.
Yep.
And Wolves kind of took a weird rotation station, lost around. Ever since then, flawless. We talk about JJs and IGL. Those rounds looked pretty well IGL, I will say. Even the 2v4s, where he was a contributor.
Yeah. So shout out to Chosen and Skunky. 8-4, 8-3. Chosen has been, Chosen has been a demon on the entry so far, and Skunky's been a solid support, opening walls and fragging out. What else could you ask of a support player? So, yeah, 5-1, 5-1. Oregon attack. You're in a real good spot. You're in a very good spot. Wichita Wolves have the luxury of defense now. Trev Mac on a light roam will fall back Freezer stairs, and he will abandon JJ and Chosen. Or no, he's looking to maybe come back up. JJ and Chosen looking to stay there welcome upstairs. Shooting drones and clearing the like. Trev Mac finally goes back down to the basement. But I just realized, CJ, after the murder of that drone, there's 2 minutes left. InControl have lost half their drones and have yet to finish clearing the roam.
See you on the other side.
I would say it's a problem. You've got Chosen who, you know, clearly feeling himself.
He's probably going to shoot another one before he falls back.
And I don't think he should. If they're actually caught, the comms are with, we know the Wichita Wolves / Revenge Nation Wolves comms are, I killed a drone.
Wichita
I got
Nation.
one. Wichita Nation. Wichita Nation.
There it is.
We
4
know.
drones left.
Yeah. Drones. 3 drones. 2 drones. Like, I'm sure he's calmly going to make the tactical decision to literally push up after killing another one. But looks like he's going to be wiser. Not as crazy. No Butters activity. It's just gonna
3
shoot
drones.
the drone and go back. Yep. Where you? And by the way, you're seeing that in the top left. Keep an eye on that. We're talking about how this attack is
2.
gonna go. Because quite frankly, I don't think this is gonna end well.
There is a minute left, and there are 2 drones.
1.
And now your Twitch is dead. So if you had any shock drones, there's a down 2, and there's only 1. There's 1, and it was in the pocket of Dunny. Either that, or it's somewhere out in the field, as Tac takes a ton of damage trying to push down Freezer. You can bet your ass that InControl are moving into the site blind. Here comes the drop from the Hib, fully repelled by big guy TrevMac with another on the Tac. The low HP Zoe is down. And FX Reaper on the Finka. He's going to dive right into the gas, eat a buttload of damage, and it's just him and Badger. Make it just Badger against the world. He'll find 1 pick, but I doubt that's going to be enough. The smoke is hiding right around the corner. Skunky taking a couple bullets, but they're just going to let the time bleed away. Big guy lands the headshot. Wichita Wolves, round 7. They go up 6-1 as InControl played maybe the worst intel game on attack I have ever seen.
I gotta say, that's one of the first times I've ever heard and noticed such a discrepancy in droning. And it's not like, there were 7 trillion mute jammers and mutant Mozzie and Vigilant in a roam. No, there was no roam. There was no actual resistance from the Wolves. They just kind of shot the drone, and no entry from InControl ever came within a nautical mile of an enemy. Any sort of information. That was incredible, actually. It's not often it's so bad that you can literally count it down like that.
Yeah, I was entertained just counting the drones.
Protect your bombs from being defused by
And that also puts a big guy 8-1. 3 players of Wichita Wolves on 8 kills. JJ not far behind, 6-5. I mean, hey, TrevMac's lagging a bit, but he's still 3-5. He's only -2. His team is up 6-1 because 3 people have 24 combined kills. He doesn't need to be doing the fragging today. I mean, I'm a little disappointed that he's not, because I love TrevMac and I love watching him, but he doesn't need to. It's simply unnecessary. Now we're going on to Kids, another primary site for the Wolves.
5 seconds to insertion.
It's not looking good. My confidence in InControl has
To locate a bomb and
all but completely dwindled. Now they're getting desperate. They're gonna pick up a Nook, see if that solves their problem. I guess Wichita Wolves being so info heavy. We saw the Valkyrie in the last round, and being able to deny the info effectively. I guess InControl want some of that for themselves. If Wichita Wolves are relying so much on the camera info, we'll take an operator that can slip right past all of that.
Well, this is it. And the question is, can actually play make off a drone? Because right now he's no drones are roaming. Crouch walking down the stairs, hoping that someone's there. And you just saw a drone whiz past his face. There's 2 of his teammates droning right now, and he's not following either of them, which is less than ideal. Chosen, again, is someone who's probably gonna be an obstacle for him. Big guy actually has been downed, I guess, from another drone, another
big guy
activity across the map. Chosen actually as well. This is actually looking winnable for InControl. But we said that before, and they got 2 before last time. So this, look for them to close it out, hopefully. Hopefully, for their sake.
Yeah, 3v5. It's probably the best chance they've had so far since round number 1, right?
located.
Well, other than the 4v2 they lost.
Other than the showers run, yeah.
JJ's also now running C4. Impacts on the Valk. I gotta wonder if that's a mistake,
Bomb located by attackers.
because they have a shotgun, in the smoke, and they also have the Rooney. So and he also hasn't used them. So I gotta imagine that's a bit of an oopsies from JJ. There's a minute 25 for the attackers still to play with, which is an incredible amount of time. They can take things slow. Skunky still got 3 gas canisters, and JJ does find the first pick for his team on the Badger. Oh, that's the Capitao. That's a big utility pick, and you can see InControl were playing for that big window plant. Capitao
He's
is
gonna get him.
oh so important. There's another one. He's going to look around to see if he can take a second, but there it is, the patience from TrevMac. He'll find Dunny. Here's the equalizer. Tack also now very lit up, and they've got to worry about this Malusi below. So he's going to start gassing out now at about 55 seconds left as MX Reaper is desperately hunting this Malusi, but Travmac is already back on the site, and he's going to barricade behind him just to make sure no attackers can push up from the east late. MX Reaper, though, he does kill that Malusi with the LMG, putting the man count back in his team's favor. A poorly timed infrag from JJ will miss out on one kill, but land the second, but there's Reaper. The LMG sings out, and he'll land, I believe, his third kill of the round. All three of the final kills, in fact, and he'll save it for InControl.
One more round, baby. They could survive.
That was close, though.
Very close. If it wasn't for this, the Finka who went nuki dookie there at the end.
I feel like if JJ simply had not re-engaged, Finka would have died to Skunky.
I mean, he was in a pickle. I think Skunky needed to actually move once he knew that. Yeah. But then again, I know the Finka is literally just going balls to the wall, pushing into the site in that context. Because honestly, they're sitting pretty, right? Forcing the guy to jump in the big window, that person's effectively nullified, right? You just got to worry about white. Unfortunately for Wichita, and fortunately for InControl, which, by the way, talk about fortune. InControl, how many things have not gone their way, right? That's a round that finally does. They're able to stay alive a little bit longer. Because pretty much playing a game of, we're going to stay alive. As we get closer to maybe 4 or 5 rounds in their favor, maybe we can start talking about overtime. But at this point, it is a game of survival. We're in the deep Yukon of Canada with no jacket and no food and water.
Oh, Yukon's in Connecticut.
Is it? Is there actually a city called Yukon in Connecticut? That's
no,
so abstract.
It's the University of Connecticut is abbreviated Yukon.
Oh, they call it. That's funny. Yukon. Well, yes, I'm talking about the Yukon with a lot. But anyway.
I know.
Anyway. Wichita. This is if you want to call it an offsite. I don't really think any site on Oregon qualifies, but...
Yeah, it's kind of like club. Oh, Dunny is already dead.
What just happened to him?
Chosen killed him from the master barricade as he was jumping onto the van.
The silent end special.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah.
Goodbye, Dunny.
Dunny hasn't done a whole lot anyway.
He hasn't done a whole lot.
I mean, he was running no grip on Malusi, and he's just dying as a on it. You gotta get a grip, Dunny. All right, so he's 2-8, and we got Badger 2-8 as well, pushing in, trying to make something happen. And again, I mean, I don't call into question the ability to entry from anybody on the team. Look at the score lines outside of MX Reaper.
Oh, JJ's got 8 kills now too. Yeah.
This is horrific. At some point, someone in InControl's got to win a gunfight. I don't think it's gonna start this round into the shotgun. Just like that. Just serve left.
I guess, Skunky even killing Chosen for posterity's sake, I guess. MX Reaper, your teammate's got a minute 45. You can't be saying GG.
No, he pressed tab. I mean, look at the scores.
There's one.
He pressed tab and is like, we have no chance.
1v3. Hey, I mean, Servy's got time. Maybe he can do it if Wichita Wolves get a little overzealous ahead of themselves.
No, JJ Blastful's IGL. Are you crazy? Okay, JJ. What is JJ doing? Look at this. JJ, stop.
Now, you got to win this fight now. If you lose this fight, I'm clowning you.
What is that setup?
Come on, JJ.
Does this guy think he's tragical or something with the red dots? And there it is.
Well,
it's over.
This is the way ink ends. Not with a bang, but with a whimper. That round completely fell apart with a full Z push.
Gonna write down that InControl's Oregon it's pretty good. I like the strategy, but Wichita Wolves is just a man among children in this game. I guess I don't know. We haven't really hyped up the JJ to Wichita. I haven't heard enough Twitter buzz about that one because that's a pretty...
Oh, because it was announced literally today.
Okay,
the post was hey, come catch, Wichita Wolves in the SCS quals. Oh, by the way, we picked up JJ. That was literally the tweet. I'm not exaggerating.
I would love to see this Wolves team against, the premier
Oh, against like the Mystic, the
Mystics
Surf.
and the Surfs
yeah.
and Aerials.
I know JJ's got bone to pick with those guys.
Yes, he does. So that's gonna be. I mean, if you thought
Yeah.
today was fun, today this last match here was the only beat down that we actually witnessed. All the games were good between the marquee teams that we saw today. InControl is
This
just
was
obviously
funny.
just they're a little ways from where they want to be, but like I said, I think Wichita was definitely going to be one of those contenders. We don't talk about them a whole lot. Again, they're silent guys. Trev Mack doesn't, he's not a tweeter. He's not a team leader. He's not a team operator. These guys stick together.
Trev's a wholesome guy.
They keep their heads down,
He's nice.
and they're humble and nice guys, right? So,
Although
we'll
we
see.
might hear a lot more about him because JJ is most certainly not a quiet guy.
No, he's not.
That guy's ready to run amok at any point. So that's it for the games. 7-2 for Wichita Wolves, and we're finally done with the maps themselves. But CJ, before we go, we have someone to thank. You know who that is?
Yes.
I'm
I was
very
tossing
happy
it
for
to
you.
you. I was tossing it to you. I want you to do it.
So, thank you very much to Mavix Chairs. Of course, one of the sponsors we have for SCS and NSG. Them, along with Mike and I, help make these events possible. You can experience Mavix Chairs by going to their website and putting in the code NSG55. You can save $55 on one of their premier chairs. And from what I've heard, they're very comfy. I kind of wish I had a Mavix Chair instead of this
I'm about to. You know
weird store brand one.
that, yeah, that cat ear chair. Every time we
You
do
have a
this,
cat ear chair?
you do.
I do.
Look in the
Oh
look
yeah,
in the
because of the
mirror.
pillow. Yeah.
Cat boy crow. I mean, you talk about that price point. I might have
Yeah.
to do it. 24 a
You want
month.
me to meow right now? I'll do it.
No. Instead of you meowing, let's have the Mike and Ike play of the day. Let's see what it is. Because actually, I'm not sure what it is.
I think they were talking about it. I think it was Uzi's flank.
Yeah, that
The
was a
roam into
YouTuber.
the
That was a
flank?
YouTuber moment.
That was a YouTuber moment because he played it really, really well. So here he was hidden in rafters, got the first pick, lit up Doc, and then wasted so much time. This is the big thing because a lot of times you see content creators and guys like Uzi get over aggressive, right? They want the kill, but instead he played the time. And Tones was forced to hunt him down, never spotted him. I mean, there's 50 seconds left, and finally, when they least expected it, he drops the hatch, collects both of the moto pushers, and that insult to injury, Newers did not stand a chance in the final engagement. So very well done to Uzi. That was extremely well played from, just him. His team didn't really have a whole lot to do with it other than just repelling kind of the initial execute, but that was all Uzi. And that just goes to show, not all content creators turned players are brainless frag monkeys.
Maybe you're giving Uzi too much credit. Maybe tomorrow he'll turn around and just fly out a window every game. Who knows?
Well, I won't be casting it, so I don't care.
What? Thought you were.
No, I'm on day 3.
Oh. I think it's going to be casting links and Benny AU Gold tomorrow, actually.
Maybe.
Pretty sure.
I have no idea what our schedule is.
I mean, who else would it be? It's not going to be Connor. It's not going to be me. It's going to be some new faces tomorrow casting this lovely qualifier. And again, remind you all, this isn't just a today thing.
So
all
right.
weekend. All weekend, baby. We're going to be playing these games.
Tomorrow is Carter and Benny.
Yeah. Tune
Okay.
in.
Oh, day 3 is me and Carter. Cool.
Yeah, we're going to have some mix and matching.
Hmm.
So,
You're doing that during the season, too.
absolutely. Which, yeah, like I said, it's just quals. If you love today, tune in tomorrow. It's going to be epic. It's going to be biblical. Stay tuned. Same time. See you then. Not really. I won't be there, but yes.